Hey everybody, welcome back to Dead Man DZ's Kanji study sessions. We got 12 new vocabulary words from the JLPT N1 list for you today, and as always, we'll be writing down each new kanji we see 10 times. We'll go over their readings, their meanings, and how to remember them based on the radicals that make up the kanji. If we see a new word but it's made a kanji we already know, we're just going to write it down 3 to 5 times and go over the meanings of each of the kanji to see how they come together to make our new word. If you don't want to listen to me say things a bunch of times as I write them down, head on over to YouTube and you can skip ahead to the explanations for each word. And if you just want these word lists, head on over to Google Drive. I always think of these as kind of extensions of remembering the kanji, the book. Um, I haven't read it, but I think this is kind of the format that it's taking, apart from the writing down, which honestly I can't recommend to anyone but myself. But yeah, let's go ahead and get started. Our first word of the day is gen yu. Gen on the left side for raw or original, and yu on the right side for oil. So gen yu is therefore original oil, literally translated, or crude oil. This one's a pretty one-to-one translation. Gen yu is crude or raw oil. Genyu desu is crude oil. Genyu desu. Genyu. Genyu desu. Genyu is crude oil. Number two is gimi. Mi on the right side for taste, and gin on the left side, our new kanji for versify, singing, or a recital of something. Pronounced gin, this kanji is made up of two radicals with mouth on the left side, kuchi, and ima or kon on the right side for now. Together they make gin. The now mouth, mouth now. Mouth now is singing or recital. Mouth now. I guess you can think of a director in a chorus who's like, I think of my choral director who, like, the purpose of a director is to kind of, meter out the music to the singers and kind of tell them, give them their cues in a very visible way. So I'm thinking of my choral instructor going, like making her director motions and going, and now is when you sing. So gin is now is when you sing, is singing or recital. Gin mi literally translates to singing a taste or reciting a taste, but it really just means close examination or a careful selection of something. So I'm thinking like you're examining the taste of the singing, meaning you're kind of it's an examination of the taste of someone's taste in singing. I'm gonna be 100% with you. This is probably just gonna have to be rote memorization because I don't think I have a way of thinking about this apart from those terrible explanations. Gimmi no gin is versify or singing. Gimmi no gin is versifying or singing. Gimmi no gin. Gimmi no gin is versify or singing. Gimmi. Gimmi no gin is versify or singing. Gimmi no gin. Together with me on the left side, gimmi, we have a close examination of something. To versify the taste of something. Okay, so versifying a taste kind of makes sense because you're kind of demarcating out how a particular complex taste goes. Gimmi, meaning you're closely examining the taste. taste, or versifying it, breaking it down, if you will. Let's try and remember that way to remember it, because I don't know how else it's going to go down. Ginmi is to versify a taste, or a close examination of some material. Close examination or careful selection is ginmi. Ginmi. Versifying a taste. Number 3 is kasumu, our new verb for, intransitive verb for when things get misty. Kasumu. So this makes me wonder two things. Is Kasumi from Dead or Alive really named Misty? And is Misty from Pokemon really named Kasumi? I'm not sure. But it seems like a fun theory to get now that we know Kasumu is our intransitive verb for when something gets misty, blurry, or overshadowed and upstaged. Kasumu is to become misty or to get blurry. Number 4 is kansen. Kan on the left side for a tree trunk, and sen on the right side for a line. So a kansen is the tree trunk of lines, aka a main line like in a train system, in a system of lines, or in, I guess, any system of lines. Pipelines, electrical lines. A main line or a trunk line is a kansen. Kansen is a main line of some line system. Kansen desu. Kansen is the main line of some line system. Kansen desu. Kansen desu. The main line of some line system. Kansen. This one's a pretty one-to-one translated one as well. Kansen is the main line of some line system. Kansen. 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 Number 5 is a pretty easy one with eleganto, directly from the English for elegant. Eleganto is elegant. Eleganto. Eleganto is elegant. Eleganto. Number 6 is tanshin. Tan on the left side for simple, and shin on the right side for a person or somebody. So tanshin is a person, simply a person. Is literally translated simply a person, is alone, unaided, or away from home. A person who is simple in that they are alone. Tanshin is unaided, alone, or away from home as a person. I think this is a noun. Let me double check that. Yeah, this is a noun for, it really means a person on away from. Tanshin. It's a lone person. Tanshin is a lone person. Tanshin is a lone somebody or a lone person. Tanshin desu. Tanshin is a lone person. Tanshin desu. じゃあ、6番、7番は、党派. To on the left side for a party, and ha on the right side for a faction or a group. So this is two kanji that both kind of mean a faction or a group on their own, and together they also mean a faction, is a toha. A political party no to, 政治党のとプラスは on the right side for a faction. Toha is a faction. Toha is a faction. Toha is a faction. A party group or a faction is a toha. Toha desu. Toha is a faction or a party group. Number 8 is yui, another noun for predominance, predomination, or superiority. Oh no, this is a not adjective. Yui na. Koho. A superior candidate is a yui na. Yui na koho is a superior or dominant candidate. Yu on the left side is for superiority. Can also mean nice, but in this particular words case, we're talking about superiority, and E on the right side is a grade or a rank. So this is a high rank essentially, or a surpassingly ranked thing. Predominance or superiority as a na adjective. I really should put na after this just so I remember that it's a na adjective too. But yui is a predominant. I hate when I'm predominant, superior, or advantageous. It's really an adjective, so I like to put the adjectives in the definitions so that I know. The predominant, superior, or advantageous is yui. Yui, our new na adjective for superior or advantageous. Yui, being of a superior grade. Yui is predominant or superior. Yui desu. Yui. I think na adjectives are technically nouns in Japanese, which is why they have that na on them instead of just being an adjective themselves. So I think that's why the dictionary definitions for na adjectives often are nouns themselves. Like this was predominance or superiority and advantage itself, which are all nouns. So you're really describing a noun, but since it is a na adjective, I'm going to use adjectives in my definitions. Yui is predominant or superior. New na adjective. Yui na koho is a superior candidate. Number 9 is kimatsu. Ki on the left side for a period or term, and matsu on the right side for an ending or an end period to something. So a kimatsu is literally a period end or end of term. Kimatsu is the end of a period or term. Kimatsu desu. The end of a period or term. Kimatsu is period end, literally. Kimatsu desu. Kimatsu. Kimatsu desu is period end. Number 10 is donika. This is our new adverb, I think. For in some way or another, somehow, or only just and barely. Donika. Do is how, kind of, and ni ka is do ni is making it an adverb of how in the, and ka on the right side, heck. Donika is in some way or another, meaning an anonymized way of doing something. Donika is some anonymous way that you did something in some way or another or somehow. Donika. どうにか猫を捕まった。猫が捕まった。どうにか猫が捕まった。The cat was caught somehow or another. どうにか。どうにか。Number 11 is hikkaku, our new verb for to scratch or claw something. You only have to remember this one kanji on the left side, which is hiku, which is to pull, and kaku on the right side is another kanji, should stand in the way of kaku, but on this N1 list, we're not learning that, so hikkaku is to pull and scratch. Hikkaku is to scratch or claw something or someone. Hikkaku desu. Hikkaku is to scratch or claw, or to pull a scratch through, which feels more like a clawing to me. Hikkaku is to scratch or claw. Hikkaku desu. じゃあ、12番. And our final word for today is kyokan. Kyo on the left side for together or alike, and kan on the right side for a feeling. So having the same feeling as someone else could be described as sympathy or empathy, or a response. I like sympathy and empathy. Kyokan. Kyo on the left side for together, and kan on the right side for feeling. Literally translated a together feeling, but meaning sympathy. For obvious reasons, since sympathy is being able to understand someone else's feelings. Kyokan is to be together in feeling. Kyokan desu. Kyokan is sympathy. Kyokan desu. Let's go back to the top. Make sure we put all these into our brains for future memorizations. Make sure you make flashcards of these, and make sure you're immersing yourself in Japanese. That's probably the most important part of any language learning journey. Our first word of the day was crude oil, or genyu. Genyu is literally translated original or raw oil. Genyu is crude oil. A close examination of something or a careful selection is a ginmi, with a mouth of now, meaning to versify or recite, like a song, and mi on the right side for taste. Ginmi is literally translated versifying a taste, but it's literally a close examination of something, a breaking down of something into its constituent parts. Ginmi is a close examination of something. To become misty or to get blurry is kasumu. Bringing up if Kasumi from Dead or Alive is really called Misty, and if Misty from Pokemon is really called Kasumi. Kasumu is our new verb for when things get misty intransitively. A main line or a trunk line is a kansen. Kan on the left side for a tree trunk, and sen on the right side for a line. So a kansen is the main line of some line system. Elegant is directly from the English eleganto. Eleganto is elegant. Alone, unaided, or away from home is a simple or simply a person, or a tanshin. Tanshin is a person away from home or alone. Tanshin desu. A faction is a toha. To on the left side for a party, like a political party, and ha on the right side for a faction or a group within a group. A toha is a faction. Predominant, superior, or advantageous is our new na adjective, yui. U on the left side for superior, and e on the right side for a rank or a grade. So this is of a superior grade. Yui. Yui na koho is a superior or advantageous candidate. Next, we have an end of a term, which is literally translated a kimatsu. Kimatsu is literally end of term. Some way or another, or somehow, is do nika. Do on the left side for how or in some way, and nika These are neat makes it an adverb, and ka makes it anonymous, meaning in some way. I don't know how. To scratch or to claw is hikaku. Hiku on the left side for pulling, and kaku on the right side for scratching. So it really gives this bad image of like pulling something through a scratch, like a cat claw tearing through skin image. It's not pleasant. I like the word, but the image it brings about is yeah. And finally, a sympathy or empathy is kyokan. Kyo on the left side for together or alike, and kan on the left side for a feeling. A kyokan is a similar or like feeling as another. A kyokan is a sympathy or empathy. Thanks for watching today, everybody. I hope you had a good weekend, and I will see you all this week. Thanks for watching. どうもありがとうございました。